ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this week's mashup for Geeks Who Like Sports. As always, I'm Ray Carcillo, joined by Lee Elias over in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Lee, you got a good one for us this week. It is, so we talked a little bit about Starfield and somebody finding an alternate universe where all the main characters were children.
All of them.
All of them were children.
Everyone's
yes.
a child.
Yes. And, this is, of course, kind of based on some classic Silver Age comics and whatnot. And so this week's mashup brought to us by you.
Mashup.
What sports league would we want to see in a children's only universe? This is a good one. This is a good one. I'll let you go first. I already have several ideas about how this works, but I'm curious to see what you
say. I think you got to go through several of the sports, right?
Sure.
Like, basketball is kind of automatically out for me because no one wants to see kids jump 2 feet in the air. Like, basketball exists in a tall world and adult world. So no offense, basketball, you're out. Then it brings us to several other sports. So backyard baseball kind of already exists. You get the Sandlot thing. Yeah. Again, I'm not sure that's the sport for me with this one. You get less power, you get less plays. It's just a smaller version of the game. So I'm going to say no on that one. Now, football and hockey, and there's still more sports we got to talk about. But there's just something about a little kid hitting another kid full force with a football. It intrigues me. Or as we see sometimes horribly in real life, little kids fighting each other on the ice. Yes. Trying to make moves on the ice. That's intriguing to me for whatever reason. You can't have little kid NASCAR. We're not going to allow it.
No.
Not old enough. Soccer, it's just be a lot slower than it already is. Boxing would seem wrong.
Yeah.
Now you might say, what's different between hockey fighting and boxing fighting? Well, there's a big difference.
Huge difference.
Huge difference. We're not going to discuss it, but there's a huge difference. And then I can't think of any other sports right now that track and field. Like, if it slows it down, that's one thing. But I think hockey and football, I've narrowed it down to those two, Ray.
See, I first of all, I completely agree about basketball, and I think about a lot of the other sports that you talk about. I think, the problem with football is that the pads are oftentimes so much bigger than the children that they are slowed down, and
it would be hilarious. What are you talking about?
It would be funny.
It would be hilarious. Little Giants was a great film.
Sure, but I think that's the thing is I think that doing that for 18 weeks, I think might get tiresome. I think doing it for a couple of hours isn't bad. But
These are children. They have unlimited energy. What are you 18 weeks once a week? It's nothing for children.
I don't know. I don't know if the competition level would be there for my liking. Whereas, see, I disagree. I think baseball, you mentioned the Sandlot. I think, yes, you would have less power, but you also would have the defenses brought in. I think baseball actually, if mind you, beyond T-ball, right, you would have probably still the real, I don't think it would affect the game so much. In fact, actually, because you might have having so many errors and stuff, you might have some like 19 to 18 scores.
You're making a good point here. I could see myself watching Little League baseball at a professional level for whatever that is in your head right now.
Right.
Okay. I mean, you're convincing me back a little bit on the baseball one. Because I could see some real heroes coming out of that.
Absolutely.
Now I'm thinking back to the Sandlot again. I'm changing my tune. I'm changing my tune a little bit on this one. But hockey, Ray.
That could be good, but again, though, it might also. I mean, see, I don't know because I didn't play hockey growing up as a kid, but I feel like
the speed alone would be so much faster than baseball.
Sure, but I also think that I also think about like tiny goalies, and I think about the big net, and I think in theory it should be easier to score, but then obviously the kids aren't puck handling the way they do. You can make the net smaller then if
you wanted to. Look, again, we're talking about kids with professional level talent, somewhere around 7, 8, 9 years old.
Yeah, I was no older than 12, right?
Yeah, that could be a lot of fun. Baseball, and I'm going to give you the football one, but baseball and hockey could be a lot of fun to watch. And they do make smaller nets for that age group anyway.
Oh, okay.
But even the big net could be super fun. I mean, they'd have to go with the jump.
That is true.
It's also true.
If a kid could go top shelf over the goalie, he would become the Gretzky of our under 12 universe league.
You've just described youth hockey in a nutshell, just so you know. especially at the youngest ages. When you're 8 years old, if you can lift the puck, you're a superstar.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you're just a superstar because the goalies can't reach it. But I just think the speed is there. I think I could see like a little Connor Bedard deking around people. I mean, and again, in this universe, what's his name? Still not on the team, but
Corey Perry.
Yeah, Corey Perry is not there. But I'm saying I could see a little backyard baseball, a little backyard hockey being a really fun sport to watch.
Yes,
and again, especially with the aggression alone.
I think those two would probably work the best, in my opinion.
Right. Now, are we forgetting on the other sports like lacrosse? Would that play into this?
I mean, lacrosse, cricket. I kind of don't think so, but like, I mean,
NASCAR would be funny, but very dangerous.
Hugely dangerous. They can't reach the pedals.
Yeah.
So.
Oh man, that gave a funny visual.
No, it would. Yeah, you know what it would be? It would be like one of those like cartoons where like you'd have to have a 2-man team where one kid uses the pedals, the other one is on driving.
Accelerate, break.
Actually, that might be really funny.
See that now?
If there was like bumper cars, it'd have to be like bumper cars.
Yeah, you couldn't do it with an actual NASCAR.
Right.
Car.
Yes. Yeah. Even producer Caitlin just said mini
F1,
cars.
F1 with the controls on the controller.
Yes. Nope. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. On the controller or like go-kart. So you have go-kart F1 kind of thing, right? Like,
yeah. Or like in track and field, you could have mini hurdles.
Yep. Sure. Absolutely.
But no, I think hockey and baseball are the best sports for this. I'm trying to think if there's any other sports we're missing.
Yeah.
So baseball / softball, which are different sports, I'm told.
Yes.
They are.
Yes.
And hockey. Those are our final three. Yeah. But
yeah, I'm trying to think. Volleyball is another one of those where like tall is a huge advantage. Golf.
This is a par 9.
Mini golf.
It
writes itself.
It does, right? Kids throwing the clubs around. I can't believe I got a toe.
Yeah,
that stupid clown spit my ball out again. You're gonna die, clown. Give the people what they want.
I would go baseball, hockey, and then it has to be mini golf.
Mini golf. Yeah, okay. But these are our thoughts. We want to
know what you think. So
let us know.
Comment below wherever you may be seeing this. Let us know what sports you'd want to see in a children's universe inspired again by Starfield. And yeah, that's
it. That's the mashup.
This week's mashup. For Lee, I'm Ray. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next week with a full new episode for Geeks Who Like Sports. And of course, another mashup. But until then, have a great weekend, everybody.